I still remain Daliop Solomon Mantri, the National President of Birom Youth Molder Association. Today being the 9th day of August 2026, we woke up with another tragic news, the sad one, that Mr. Daniel Simon Dachomo, a 39-year-old youth here at Rawuru village of Fan District, Barikidadi local government of Plateau State, was ambushed by terrorists and bandits gang that came from Were Lohala axis and perpetrated this. He was moving from Rawuru to a nearby village of Nafan. And the truth remains that terrorists are on the plateau. And terrorists have been hosted in almost every Fulani settlement. And by that fact, it means, though not all, but virtually most of the Fulanis are into this banditry and terrorism. Because they have brought and stationed these people in their settlements, and no one has come out to report to the appropriate authorities that there are new or strange faces that have been brought and are housed in so houses. So it means they are the ones that have brought these people, and alongside the Fulanis that are into this, the arm, and then the bandits Fulani are the ones that came and perpetrated this. It means our people are under siege. Because one, you cannot go to the mining site, you cannot go to your farmland, you cannot move freely from one village to the other in our own land, making us internally displaced persons, making us under perpetual fear and threatened by one particular extraction in this country. It's very disturbing. And our own disappointment is not with the killers of our people, but the authority that has been saddled with the responsibility of guaranteeing our safety and the safety of every law-abiding Nigerian. And so they have come and killed and are now celebrating in their domain. And nobody has gone to visit those areas. Even if it is eye service, do it so that it will create an impression that you are working. But nothing. And they are there celebrating. So anyone that allows terrorism to thrive, he himself is also a party to terrorism. So we are calling on our security to do the needful. All the security operatives to do the needful. Otherwise, we will be left with no option than to believe and firmly believe that there is complicity and collusion of the security in what is happening, not only in Fan, not only in Birom land, Plateau State, but Nigeria as a whole, because it's not beyond their capacity. The security of Nigeria has been celebrated internationally, globally, for addressing insurgency and any unrest. But today, Chadians have been brought into the state. Mercenaries from external wall have been brought into Nigeria and are making Nigerians, killing Nigerians, maiming lives as if they have been given a license to come and do it. So I think Nigerians have been pushed to the wall. Of a truth, every Nigerian has been pushed to the wall. In short, anybody that will remain silent in this, it means that person has already given up, or he himself is also a party to it. You know, when a dog barks, or put it in this sense, when a goat bites, which is an unusual thing, it means it has been pushed to the wall. So therefore, security operatives, let not this silence, which we see it as conspiracy, but let it not push the law-abiding citizens to the wall that will begin to bite at these terrorists. And of course, I want to believe if Nigerians will rise up against these bandits and terrorists, security should appreciate us, or should appreciate whoever will fight on their behalf. But if such will happen, if civilians will rise up to fight banditry and terrorism, what is that message to the security operatives? What message is that to the constituted authorities? Isn't it a failure? But we don't want to get to that point. But let us not be pushed to begin to explore every means available to us to end these hostilities. It is our land. We are daily killed. To, Ubangiji mana ta'aziyya.
A.L.F. Yoruba TV.
Bet Fulani kun kyauta. Ku yan ta'ada kun kyauta. Kuma ba laifin ku bane. It's because you've been allowed, you've been encouraged to continue perpetrating this. So continue. Continue. But I'm appealing to every individual that please, since whenever we are killed, nobody asks any questions. Nobody call us to find out what happened. But if cows are said to have been rustled or killed or shot, either by the attackers or by whoever or by criminal gangs, it is our people that will be threatened. So it's very obvious that we are unfairly and unjustly treated in our land, in our country. Imagine if we were the ones that will go to the outside world and bring in mercenaries. I want to believe none of our communities would have been standing by now. That is the truth. But external forces have come. If truly this country belongs to everybody, including the Fulanis, they will not bring external mercenaries to be killing people. They will not. They will not destroy the country. And as I said it yesterday, if government will not rise up, if government will continue in this conspiracy of silence as far as we are concerned, and eventually the bandits take over the entire land, which we pray that God should forbid that. But if they eventually take over the entire land, Birom land, Fan community, Fan district, Barkilari local government, Plateau state, the Middle Belt, and Nigeria, because that is their aim. Isn't that something for government to bitterly weep about? That some individual criminal gangs or terrorists have formed a gang and then are coming to take over the leadership, take over the rulership of this country, take over the rulership of Plateau State, or take over the rulership of Barkila, the local government. Isn't that a loss, not only to Nigerian state, but the world at large? So that a rebellious regime will be established for who to survive under it. And if there is a negotiation somewhere or an unholy agreement somewhere that has been made with the bandits and the terrorists, I think as law-abiding citizens that are entitled to every information, that we should have, we should limit none. So that it is going to be to your turn, O Israelites. For what interest then do we have in the current system? If at all there is such an arrangement, which we don't believe. But from the conspiracy of silence, it's very obvious.
A.L.F.
Maybe some agencies, maybe some individuals that are working under certain agencies that are saddled with responsibility of guaranteeing safety of individuals. Maybe they are the ones compromising and allowing these things to happen. And if they are such, then, you know, we are calling on the appropriate authorities to respectively look inwardly and, you know, investigate within themselves and see who are those. Maybe somebody over there, because the other time when the Department of State Security Services were had on the terrorist enclave at Gidan Jalo, the mouthpiece of these bandits went and came up with false accusation that the DSS went after them, fondling and raping their women, which was not true. Then could it also be that because of that, it has posed or punctured the ego of our security? Could it also be that that one is one of the strategies to take over Barikila, the local government, and the entire plateau? Isn't it a time for government to be very hard on terrorists and banditry? Why all this? Why all this? Should we then give up?
A.L.F.
But we will not.
TV.
Because what? We have God on our side. We have God with us. Even if after they went to Abuja to go and meet one of their elites so that they will ensure that the director of DSS Plateau State is removed. So could it be that their elites and those of them that are in power are now the ones now continue supporting this? Because for them to have gone there, it means they have been the one supporting them. So shouldn't there be an investigation? Shouldn't there be a removal of such individuals from office? Since they will use their office, they will abuse their office that have been given to them out of trust to serve this country, so that everybody will be fairly treated. And then some of them are involved in banditry and terrorism. And this now confirms what Goodluck Jonathan said during his time, that even in his cabinet, there are Boko Haram elements. And it was in those days when the terrorism has not even expanded, it has not increased like nowadays. So government should look inwardly. We still have degree of trust on you, but you must look inwardly. We must be alive to support you. Nigerians must be alive to exercise their franchise. So therefore we are calling, let this thing end. And if you are not ready to end it, support us to end it. Because what? The law provides for exercise of self-defense. And we have not maximized it. Even when we try to defend ourselves, security come after us to cripple us the more. Now when you come to cripple us, you are now encouraging the terrorists to continue killing and attacking and doing everything, and that is why they have continued doing that. I want to believe if it were a Birom people that went and laid ambush on the Fulani, security helicopter may have been hovering. Calls would have been coming left, right, and center. You must produce the killers of these Fulanis, otherwise, you know what will happen. The Fulani doesn't forgive. So we are the ones to be killed because we easily forgive, we easily forget. So this one has remained in our hearts. We will not forget it. It will continue remaining fresh on our hearts. The only consolation we need is not condolence message. It's justice. Justice. We want our lands back to us. get back our lands that have been grabbed. Let every Nigerian have the right to live. And let the bandits and the terrorists that are all over the place be shown a way out of this world. And if they feel that the northeast or northwest is a place that terrorism has been thriving, and so they feel that that is where they could go and have their safe haven there, then they should be relocated or flushed out or sent away to where they should be, not here on the plateau. Plateau belongs to the native inhabitants. It belongs to law-abiding citizens and not terrorists. So we are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are actually calling on Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang that please, sir, we are your subjects. We are your strength. Allowing us to be killed like this is as good as crippling your victory. Reducing the weight of your support. We've been contributing positively towards the growth and development of this state and Nigeria as a whole. Will you allow this to be a reward over our compliance? Shouldn't there be justice for us? Shouldn't there be justice for every Nigerian? And we also understand that these terrorists that are perpetrating this, they are doing it with a whole aim of making the state government to look like it is a weak system. We know that. So we are telling you that we will not back out. We will continue supporting the system so that it will work. We will continue working. But we need to be alive to make the system work. If you allow us to go into our early graves, there may not be Plateau again. There may not be Nigeria again, and may God forbid. May God, only God will comfort us over this sad, avoidable incident that occurred to us this morning. That while people were preparing to go for church service, and then the bandit struck. And we are expecting that by now we will possibly see security around this place. Even coming to find out what really happened. So it means we are on our own. But we will not give up. And we also appreciate the coming of the new GOC, Major General W.M. Dangana, who has assured us that he is here to work. And sir, we are using this opportunity to tell you that we will give you the necessary support. But please, heal our wounds. Yes, heal our wounds, because we've been abandoned for over time.
A.L.F. Yoruba TV.